You will understand. You know that all those vegetables that I used to mix with pomo.
You know, say every day I pray for you. Oh, in my heart today's a permanent place for you. That's why my heart is a beat like do Cause now
Ah, ah. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl again, Books. My name is Kolaole Oluwabukumi. I film about faith, I film about lifestyle, and I film about relationship. Yeah, relationship. Relationship. So please subscribe to my channel. Yeah, below. So today, I'm talking about the fundamentals of relationship, or a foundation we have to build our relationship on, so it will work. Now, you know what? People have taken the fact that you yourself, you have to work on yourself before you go into a relationship for granted. They are taking it for granted. Now, everything we know is, all we know is, my partner must be this, my partner must be that, my partner must be this, my partner must be that. Oh, yeah, nigga. Yeah, so you want your partner to be kind, you want it to be nice, you want to be, all these things will be possible because he has to work on himself, because he will work on himself before you meet him. So we must understand that for a relationship to work and to last, firstly you must work on yourself. Now, why do you think people that were best friends still have issues in their marriages? Why? It's not enough to marry your best friend. It's not enough to marry the God-fearing guy. The only thing that can make a relationship work and last is if you have worked on yourself. The question is, who are you? See, honestly, who are you? Are you a liar? Are you somebody will ask you that, where are you coming from? Or why were you late? Now, the truth of the matter is you were late because you were late because listen, you were late because there was no job. That's the truth. But because you've always been saying you were late because there was no job, you were late because there was no job, you will now think, if you tell your partner again that you were late because of no job, your partner will think, oh my own pyro. You have to work on it. Like, it's natural. You want to lie. It's not as if you had said the truth, anything would have happened. But in your mind, you were thinking, if I said the truth, she might have thought I lied, or he might have thought I lied. Let us learn. See, if you're a liar, work on it. I don't say if you're a liar. It's so aggressive. If you're a liar, work on yourself. Or if you lie, like if you find yourself lying, it's not as if you want to do it, but you find yourself lying. Work on yourself before you go into a relationship. Sometimes we get ourselves in different problems because of this lying issue. So if you know you find yourself lying, work on it before it's too late. Now, another thing is, who are you? Are you an hypocrite? Jesus, this one is very bad. I will not lie, it's common among, should I say among women? I say amongst men, abi? No, because women too, they used to do that thing. You know that you have only one shirt. You have only one shirt to, they will not gonna tell, doing courtship, they will not ask you that, okay, basically how's everything for you financially. You will not say, you have 24 houses, you have this one, your shirt sef opo yeah, you cannot count. Say the truth. And so after people get into marriage, okay, now after lying to me that you have like 16 shirts and you have like 2 houses and like 2 cars, It's not about the car now. It's about what I can see here. It's about your shirt, about your shoes. Maybe it's about that. And I ask you, and you're telling me that you have 52 shirts. Now, if you get into a relationship and maybe later end up marrying, each other. Now, that you cannot even keep it forever, because marriage exposes you. It does not see. Marriage does not cover you. Some people will say, okay, because I sleep around, and they will advise someone that sleeps around to go and marry, because they feel once you marry you will not be sleeping around. Who is deceiving you? That's a big lie, because once you marry, it's only one person and you'll be tired of that person. See, you know marriage is sacrifice, and you have to love that person before you marry that person. Love is not just physical, it's about your inside, what you carry on the inside. You have to be sure. So you have to be sure of you before you enter a relationship. If you're an hypocrite, work on yourself, because once you enter the marriage, it will expose you. Or once you enter the relationship, it will expose you. You get exposed, and sure, trust me, that can break the relationship. Yeah. So if you are a lazy person and the person you are in a relationship with is an hardworking person, maybe it's like somebody that once I drop this thing somewhere and I come back, this is where I want to meet it. You know them, like they have to. This is where I want to meet it. And you are kind of mercy person. You are messy. Like you will drop it where it is, but it will not be exactly the way he placed it, or something or something. Now you are messy because you have not worked on it. There are some obvious things we have to work on before we go into a relationship. If you are lazy, you have to work on it. If you cannot cook, honestly, as a lady, you have to work on it, because a guy will not eat outside forever. Once he starts to eat outside, he starts to draw him. I bet you somebody in his office will cook for him. You will understand. You know that all those vegetables that I used to mix with pomo. Everybody comes into a relationship with an expectation. They will not tell you that. They might not tell you that. Okay, you now in your mind you're like, okay, oh, I'm looking for a guy that has money. To get, and the guy in his mind might actually be looking for a lady that will not spend too much of his money. And you, as a lady, you are looking for someone that has money, so that the person can treat you well and spend money on you, because of some reasons I do not know. So now, just take a look at that. Once they enter a relationship together with their own expectation, which they might not have talked about, trust me, that expectation that they have, if I judging based on their expectations, they don't fit. But now they don't know, because each of us comes into a relationship with an expectation in our mind. Do you get? We don't know what the other person is thinking. Okay, lady A wants somebody who is rich, so that the guy can spend on her. Then is it man B now? Gentleman B. Guy A wants, the other guy wants somebody who is who doesn't spend much, who won't spend too much of his money, who he doesn't have to spend on. And they don't know this, because at times our expectations are always secrets. For you, it's always in your mind. You don't have to, so that they come together. No. For real, that relationship will not work, because they will have misunderstanding. So I want to say that everybody has an expectation. So honestly, you have to work on yourself first. Make sure that you are ready. Okay, if it doesn't do this for me, can I do it? You is a very, very important foundation in building your relationship. It is very important. I've said it before that it's not about marrying a God-fearing guy. It is not about settling with your best friend. Trust me, is your best friend. Abi, there are some things it does not still know about you. See, if you have not lived with a person, you cannot know everything about that person. So work on yourself so that when you come together, things will work out. Work on yourself. You already work on yourself. You are enjoying the relationship now because he or she has not gotten to know too much about you. Once you go into marriage, guy, guy, like this lockdown, just take for example now, this lockdown, it will expose you all those things that you see. Courtship is not even courtship is a time that you can actually agree with anything because you're not here living with the person. You're not. So this is why I said we should work on ourselves individually. Work on you. Who are you? Work on you so that when you and you goes into a relationship, now becomes married, you guys won't have issue, any kind of issue. If you should have issue, like it won't be, you get. So hope I've been able, just able, really, hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that the foundation you have to build a relationship on for it to work is who you are. Hey, yeah, fam. So that will be all for today. Please do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to hit the notification bell so you can get more of my videos. Please do subscribe. Please please do subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. See you guys in my next video. Bye.